Hello, this video will show you how you can consume OfficeExpert alerting and notifications into a Microsoft Teams channel. So let's have a look. I've created inside of Microsoft Teams a dedicated team called OfficeExpert Notification, where I just created multiple channels for the different simulation notification types. So I have one for Azure Sync, for Mailflow, and then I have one channel where I want to see and collect all the simulation bots notifications. So whenever there is a simulation going on for the Skype conference, then a notification is being triggered into the channel in case something is beyond a certain threshold. So how do we configure a very simple simulation bot notification? So let's jump over to the OfficeExpert console. I'm currently opened already the alerting configuration, which you can easily open up by select settings and alert configuration. And what I have here on the left-hand side are my configured sensors, or just a subset of the configured sensors, because I'm just using the filtering here to visualize only configured OneDrive simulations. And what I would like to create here as a simple notification is whenever the OneDrive upload or download exceeds a certain amount of time, then I want to get notified. So let's configure this together. I have for that created already a kind of template, let's call it, and we just slightly adjust the content of it. So first of all, you can come to that form if you click on create new notification, email notification, and then you get an empty notification form. In my case, as said, I have pre-configured this already in order to save some time for this presentation. So first of all, select enable or disable this notification. You give it a proper title. In our case, we will just change this to, let's say, OneDrive download more than 2 seconds as a notification title. I have included here the email notification or the email recipient of the team channel, so which you can easily get if you just right click and say get email address of that certain channel. You can add multiple recipients for that particular notification if you like. But for simplicity reason, it's just one recipient here. You select the communication profile. So what is the starting point for my email? In that case, it's a local SMTP server. I'm sending the email out. And then you can configure, or you need to configure certain conditions. So the important one is the trigger condition, where you simply say what kind of status you want to use as a condition whenever this file download duration, for instance, exceeds not 90 seconds, but let's say 2 seconds. Like I mentioned it also in the title. So 2000 milliseconds, whenever this exceeded, the condition becomes true and the notification will be triggered. You have here some advanced condition settings as well, where you can simply say skip the sending notification if notification has been sent already once. So if there is one notification already successfully delivered, then he should stop sending you notifications for a particular bot. And then you have here some configuration items where you need to assign this notification to a certain sensor. So you can create a single notification form and to assign it to multiple sensors and not only to a single one. So this gives you also some sort of flexibility. And last but not least, you specify the subject as well the body of the email, and we will just change this a little bit here to 2 seconds. So whenever you are done with that, you just simply hit the save button and you click on deploy notification configuration. So the notification configuration got deployed to the Node-RED engine in the background. Let's have a look onto the bot configuration to see. Right, so the last time when the bot have reported data was almost 2 or 3 minutes ago. So in order to get immediately some notifications into the simulation bots channel, I will just trigger this or force it so that we get immediately some or hopefully some data into it. So I will just hit also the deploy button. This is usually not necessary. This is just for demonstration purpose to really force the whole process. It will take now a couple of seconds or even minutes until we get notifications, or hopefully notifications if the 2 second threshold has been exceeded. For the time being, we can switch to the Node-RED dashboard to see what's going on in the background when it comes to notification. Beside of the summary view, there is also the status view. And the status view gives you the overview, what type of notification names are configured. So we have here Skype login larger than 10 seconds and this bot simulation failed. And here we have our configured OneDrive download more than 2 seconds configuration. And what you see down here are the inbound communication streams via Kafka. So our simulation bots are creating the content and they are pushing the content and via Kafka, Apache Kafka into OfficeExpert. And this is exactly what you see down here, the Kafka stream. So it takes now a couple of seconds or even minutes until we get here data from hopefully from OneDrive bots or simulation bots which are doing um, OneDrive simulations. So we got already some Outlook and Skype configurations. None of them has exceeded, for instance, this kind of thresholds. So let's wait for the first OneDrive one, because we still have no line in here. So this page gives you just a kind of overview. It's not really necessary to open it up all the time, but this gives you, yeah, basically an overview. Okay, here we go. So there was a notification. So the demo AT pod exceeded the threshold. There was also the dose notification in the right bottom corner. And if we just jump over to the general tab, then we should hopefully get here the notification saying, yeah, here we go. OneDrive download by demo AT bot exceeded 2 seconds. And you can, yeah, open up it in here and to see the content basically of the notification. So this is how easy you can integrate notifications into Microsoft Teams via email. Of course, there are other possibilities via REST API to integrate it with Microsoft Teams, but this is just for simplicity reasons, just the use case by using email notification. I hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you very much.